Hey everyone, I'm Clement, and once again, I'm so happy to be able to share with you guys a little bit more about Arsenal shirts. And today we are looking at all the shirts from our final season in Highbury, which is the year 2005 to 2006. And this is our home shirt, of course, for that season. We moved into Highbury from the year 1913 and we left Highbury Stadium in the year 2006, which was a very successful period for us as a football club. So I've had a few questions about all the differences of this shirt. So today I'm going to try my best to summarize some of the key differences you should expect to see. Okay, the first variation that we're looking at, if you have the Champions League version or you have the normal Premier League version. The Champions League version, as you can see here, around the club crest does not have any embroidered wordings here. In most of the shirts that you see, we would have the embroidery right around the club crest. The wordings Highbury 1913 to 2006 and also of the starboard as a sleeve patch is one of the key difference for the one that they have won in the Premier League and the one that they have won in the Champions League. Pretty much similar in terms of the embroidery for the swash stick, the Nike swash stick. At the back, the name set would be quite different. I do not currently have the name set for the Champions League version. The Champions League version of the name patch is a gold heat pressed on letters and name set, whereas for the one in the Premier League, we wore them in velvet felt material, where this is the more classic look that you should be able to see for the Premier League name set and numbers. In the bottom of the shirt, you would also see the embroidery Highbury 1913 to 2006, and this is exactly how it was worn in the Premier League games. In the Champions League version of the shirt, there will be no such embroidery at the back of the shirt. It is just a clean, plain look all the way for the back of the shirt. This shirt comes in short and long sleeve, exactly as how our players wore it throughout the season. As you can see right here, I have the Henry long sleeve version of the shirt. Personally, I really prefer the long sleeve because it just has such a nice look overall, and the players themselves do wear these shirts in the long sleeve version. So it is certainly unique and very nice to have a piece of this in long sleeve. The other difference to look out for is in the final game that we wore for this shirt, we played against Wigan and we had this the final game, 7th May 2006 wordings right on the left top corner of the shirt. But in most of the games, we don't have this inscription there. So you should be able to look out for that difference if you are getting a shirt version with the final game right here. Yeah, and at the back of this one, of course, it varies on the name set that you get as well. I've had Dennis Bergkamp on one and Thierry Henry on the other. Both iconic legends for us, of course. And then Arsenal did produce just a very limited 3,000 shirts that were commemorative for the Farewell to Highbury series. And this shirt had this special label here where you can see embroidered on Highbury label right where the sizing should be. So now instead you see the shirt sizing just slightly below this very special embroidered label. And over this label you will be able to see the Highbury limited edition number where mine is 1299 of 3,000 shirts that were produced. And this is the commemorative special where you would be able to have this in a nice box that is containing this shirt folded up nicely. You would be able to see this at the bottom as well, this embroidered on patch 1913 to 2006 at the bottom. A very special touch that they did produce 3,000 of such shirts. Alright, and in the player issued version of this shirt, you would be able to see that it has more ventilated holes at the side of the shirt. This is in contrast to the usual fan version of the shirt where it is not as holy and ventilated on the side. And of course, if you were to look for shirt labels, it will be on the underside of this shirt where you'll be able to see the wash label as well. Alright, and with that, we have concluded a little summary of 2005 to 2006 home shirt. So I hope when you have your hands on this shirt, you'll be able to also look out for some of the details.